Let's talk about stay calm, take these supplements when things get crazy. And, there's a lot of great herbs and supplements and foods that will really help when stressful times come around.
Dr. Paul Haider, Master Herbalist. Get healthy now.
Hi, Dr. Paul Haider, Master Herbalist here. And let's talk about a few herbs and supplements that can help you to stay calm. And when things get crazy in the world, always something is happening in the world. And it's really good that you can keep, joy and happiness and calmness and get rid of anxiety and fear and all that kind of stuff inside. And really focus on, being yourself, which is when you're full of anxiety, full of depression, full of fear and that type of thing, you really can't be yourself. One of my first picks would be Ashwagandha. I buy this by the pound. Really great stuff. I highly recommend it. Really good for getting rid of, helping with stress and helping with anxiety. It helps also with cholesterol and all kinds of different things and blood sugar. And it takes the edge off and allows you to find peace and your ability to go with the flow and feel better. Most people just don't take enough of it. They maybe take 400 or 500 milligrams and they think that's going to help. But I've helped people actually with a huge amount of stress. To a point where they couldn't sleep at all and that type of thing. Taking anywhere from 5 to 7 grams, that's 5 to 7,000 milligrams, AM and PM, and sometimes even 3 times a day, depending, and that's a short-term thing for about 7 to 10 days. Take a break and come back to it. But this ashwagandha can really help in a great way. And it's also an adaptogen, which is good for your body. So I highly, highly recommend ashwagandha. Good old chamomile. Chamomile is a wonderful thing. Highly recommended. This is my nature's way. It really goes back to the 1500s, and it's been taken in capsules and has teas, and it helps to relax and create peace and de-stress the body. In the UK, they have their tea time. A lot of people also, instead of having regular tea, they will have chamomile tea. And I think it's a great idea. And taking it even 2 or 3 times a day, really great. Really one of the foremost things, and there's a plethora of things that chamomile can do for the body and also the mind. Really great stuff. And it helps the mind de-stress, helps with creating a break for the mind, for a weary mind for a while, and allows the contentment to filter in. I feel, chamomile tea is just amazing stuff. Keep it around all the time. Kava. I have a good friend that he went to Fiji and he started drinking their wonderful kava that they had there. And all of a sudden he could hardly function. He was so relaxed, and he was kind of a hyper person before he went. And he just enjoyed that so much. I recommend you only take it for 7 to 10 days, but kava can really help with anxiety and stress in a great way. Some people don't get along with it. I don't get along with it in general, but a lot of people do. So if you happen to get along with kava, it is one of the best. There's no doubt about it. Also, good old Valerian, which is a wonderful herb. Valerian has been around for a long, long time. Helps with insomnia and restlessness, and it helps with nervousness in general, and it helps with relaxation. It's not addictive and proven to be safe and effective and side effect free of taking in normal doses, small doses. I recommend anywhere from 400 to 800 milligrams in the evening. And I can say that a person can take it safely for 2 or 3 months and then trade off for something else that I'm talking about here. And that would be a good way to do it. And it'll be totally fine, absolutely fine. And it's been used for a long time. Also helps with all kinds of different things like aches and pains and stiffness in the morning, and helps you to relax and feel calm during the day. A very small amount, if you got the tincture and took 1 or 2 drops during the day, it's not going to make you sleepy. but it will take the edge off. There's no doubt about that. So I highly recommend that also. Another one is passion flower. Passion flower is great. Highly recommend passion flower. Really wonderful stuff. And it will actually help you in about 45 minutes in a great way. Helps with anxiety, helps with stress. Also really boosts up gamma production in the body, so it's really good. And also helps to end anxiety in the brain in general. I highly recommend taking a little passion flower tea a couple times a day. That really is good stuff. If you want more energy to go along with helping get rid of stress, take a little ginseng now and then. If you have high blood pressure, though, it's not good for you. But a little ginseng can also take the edge off, boost up your ability to get things done, and it will do a great job. Also, rhodiola rosea also is an adaptogen and helps with depression and fatigue and boost up your energy, kind of like ginseng also. I don't get along with it. It creates false fire in me. And so I don't recommend it for myself, but some people swear by it. They really love rhodiola or rosea, and I highly recommend it if you do get along with it. Another one is magnolia bark. It is wonderful. Magnolia bark, I find it to be take off the edge, especially for sleep. It's a little bit on the stronger side. But more strong, a little even stronger than Valerian. And it's almost like a hypnotic type of thing. Even if you took a lot of caffeine, it'll make you go to sleep. There's no doubt about it. And it's not addictive in any way. And just good old magnolia bark and the magnolia tree. Really great stuff. Another one is holly basil or tulsi. Just soothing, relaxing, calming. This is a really great thing also for inflammation in the body, boosting up energy, and gives you emotional endurance in general, and helps to lower cortisol levels in your body, and really has a lot of positive effects. So, holly basil or tulsi, really great stuff. And wonderful in the tea too. It has a mintish type of flavor. It grows in our front yard like a wild weed. And once I get it going, it scatters everywhere and starts coming up. And I just let it go. It's just really great stuff. Arjuna, which is a Indian almond tree. And it comes from India and Asia and that type of thing. It improves blood flow to the coronary arteries and helps lower blood pressure, and also helps with stress in general, and especially cardiovascular stress. If you're one of these people, feeling like, oh, my chest is tight, that type of thing with stress, this is really good for you. Also, maca root, really good, helps to balance your hormones, and really good. It's like used as food in South America, and I highly recommend that. It really helps to take the edge off and lower cortisol again, and it can be used, taken by capsules and tinctures and all kinds of different things, and it's good for men and women in general. Also, reishi mushroom helps to lower cortisol levels and help your adrenal glands also work correctly, and it's calming and helps relax a person. Also, hops. Hops should only be used for like 7 to 10 days. And that will help to relax and calm and get rid of anxiety in general. This is the hops they use in beer and that type of thing. So it really helps. A little hops tea with honey is really great, wonderful. Also, lemon balm tea. Lemon balm is relaxing, soothing, calming. I highly recommend it if you can grow lemon balm. It doesn't really grow here very well, but in your, up in the States, especially in the moderate climates like California, and also it would grow in Florida, just about anywhere really in the States. It's very, very good. Also, if you have a lemon tree, take some of the leaves of the lemon tree, make sure it's not sprayed first of all, and put it in a cup, add a little hot water, let it steep for 15 minutes. That is very, very relaxing and soothing. And there's really no side effects. You can take that all day long, and really does a great job of helping you to, de-stress when tough times come around Everybody has had those, there's no doubt about that. Lavender tea. Lavender tea is a good old standby along with chamomile tea, and I recommend taking it for about 7 to 10 days, and then take a break. I recommend about 10 to 20 day break, and then come back and take lavender tea again. It is a wonderful herb, and just smelling it, and also using it, as an essential oil, diluted on your face or on your arms and that type of thing. Really great stuff. I love the smell of lavender when it's growing. It likes a little cooler weather than what we have here, especially in Hawaii and some of the higher altitudes, and also in California and different places. It likes a little colder weather. Also, blue vervain. Now, this is a great herb. They do make it in tablets, but this is a tincture, and anywhere from 1 to 7 drops of the tincture will really take the edge off, and it is really great stuff. It's a little harder to find. In fact, I went to my health food store yesterday to get some, and they were completely out. It's great for depression, helps with insomnia, also with stress and tension. It boosts up serotonin and dopamine and helps you feel good again. And also good for stomach aches and stress-induced stomach aches and issues of gas and bloating and cramps. So I really highly recommend it. It's one of my wonderful things that I like recommending to people that they should have on hand. DLPA, I highly recommend it. This works within 24 to 48 hours, and also does a great job of kickstarting your brain and getting rid of stress, and very important for increasing serotonin in the brain so you have a better mood. So I highly recommend that. DLPA. That's a supplement that you can find. Also, sweet flag or calamus root. Wonderful. You can put that in your bath. A warm bath with a little sweet flag or calamus root. It helps with anxiety, helps with stress, and gets you some really deep sleep. I highly recommend it. And it has a nice sweet flavor to it also. Really good. Another one is mulungu, MULUNGU. This one is powerful. I'm telling you, it's really powerful. For me, it's a little too powerful, but for some people, it works amazingly well. I recommend it for 7 to 10 days, and then come back to it. Really hard to find. I have to tell you, you're going to have a hard time. I can just guarantee you're going to have a hard time. And it's an endangered species also. So there's other ones I would highly recommend more. I don't like, having people get rid of endangered species. Also, it's really important, keep up your spiritual practice. You do your meditation, your chanting, your yoga, the singing, anything, the prayer, that type of thing is really important to help you get through, the tough times. Also, stick with your daily routine. It's really important to get up at the same time every day. Go, have a set bedtime also, and doing the things that you normally would do. Kind of push yourself a little bit. I think it's really important to stick to your daily routine to find that inner peace. Foods that will help you to feel calm. Good old rice and beans. Oh, we eat a ton of rice and beans. I'm in my office right now. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, actually 12 cases of 24 each of beans in here. Lots of beans. We eat a ton of beans. There's no doubt about it. And that's about a 3-4 month supply. So beans are good for you. Helps that probiotics for the helps the prebiotics for the whole probiotics, so you start to heal, and also changes your mood. There's no doubt about that. So rice also gives you the carbs, and carbs are relaxing and calming, and also increases serotonin and dopamine in the brain. So I highly recommend that. Lotus seeds are really relaxing and a great food for the body. Also helps with spasms in the body. And there's a lot of studies showing it really helps with all kinds of things, especially cholesterol and blood pressure, and it has a lot of B vitamins in it. And lotus seeds are really great food to help you to de-stress. Also, I talked about fava beans the other day. It creates L-dopa or dopamine in the brain to help you have better mood and helps with Parkinson's and all kinds of things and preventing birth defects. So all kinds of great things. I recommend fava beans in general. Also, veggie soup, one of the greatest things ever. Really good. Lots of B vitamins that help with stress and anxiety, and lots of magnesium also. And everybody's depleted of magnesium, so this helps you to relax and feel very good. I highly recommend veggie soup. Also, bananas. Bananas are really great. They also have magnesium, potassium, and tryptophan, and help with stress and anxiety. And so I highly recommend it, but they do have calories. So remember, if you eat a dozen of them, you might pack on a few pounds on there, but keep them in moderation. Also, perilla seeds, P-E-R-I-L-L, seeds and the leaves are very good. Help to the dopamine centers in the brain to actually boost up dopamine, and you actually feel better. Perilla seeds and leaves. Actually, we'll be planting some more coming December. This is starting our growing season, December, January, so I have to get some more perilla seeds out there. Also, fox nuts. A lot of people have not heard about fox nuts. Fox nuts are really great. I highly recommend them. They help with stress and insomnia, have lots of magnesium in it, and they lower blood pressure. Really good. I highly recommend them. They're common in other parts of the world. You can get them on Amazon and eBay. Also, another root that we happen to have here is malanga root, which a lot in the Chinese markets, they call it a large taro. Has little specks of purple in it, little tiny specks, and really good. Has a lot of vitamin Bs for helping to relax, vitamin C, phosphorus, and potassium, magnesium, a lot of it. Really a good food to have around in general, and you can find that at most Asian markets. In malanga, it's a huge root. It's about this big around, and it could be about up to 1 foot, 2 foot, 3 foot long. It can be huge, and you can cut it up and also put it in the freezer too. Really great. Also, green leafy vegetables, really one of the most important things. Studies in Japan with 500 people who ate a lot of veggies, and mushrooms and fruits had less depression in general. So really important to eat your veggies, eat your fruits. The veggies. I can't say more. It's also good for the good bugs in your gut, and that helps with mood in general. Also, another thing is chlorella. Chlorella is a wonderful agent with 60 different nutrients, all your essential and non-essential proteins, and all your vitamins, minerals, and trace minerals. And this will help to get rid of stress in your body in general. I've seen it huge amount of times. Also gives you energy too, so highly recommend that. Also, yams and sweet potatoes, they have a lot of vitamins and lots of minerals in them, and they also have vitamin D, which helps with enhance your mood, boost up your energy also, so that's important. It's a natural source, and B vitamins in general. Last but not least, also try to see the good things in life. This is super, super, super important, I'm telling you. If you look at the bad things all the time, of course you're going to feel down. Try to see the good in everything. Love everything as it is. There's no doubt about it. So sooner or later, good things are going to come out of it. There's no doubt about it. If we, fill our life with regrets and guilt and shame, we're never going to feel good about anything. There's no doubt about that. Find the source of the negative thoughts coming in. And I think that's really important. A lot of people who do meditation can find that source within themselves and start to turn things around, turn the negative into a positive, and you start to feel better. There's no doubt about that. Go inward instead of outward. You're never going to find peace out there. I can guarantee you that. You're going to find peace inside of you. In that stillness of your heart, you're going to find peace. So I highly recommend meditation and contemplation. Everybody talks about it. Dr. Oz and Oprah and everybody, every single doctor I know. Be still. watch the clouds go by. I think it's really, 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 really important. So you can, a lot of people are doing so much they forget that we're not human doing, excuse me. We're not human doings, we're human beings. Yeah, sometimes we forget we're human beings, actually. If you want to get a hold of me, all my contact information is at the end. Feel free. I would love to hear from you. And also remember my new book, Live a Cancer-Free Life. There's no reason to come down with cancer anymore. Let's put a dent in that and lower your chances by 1,000%. So have a great day. Remember a couple things. Remember God, and remember, I love you.